What if beating bosses wasn't about what you bring to the fight, but how barebones you can go and still succeed? This is the Downgrade, a series where I start geared to the teeth, then drop the crutches and keep the kills coming. No max gear, no excuses. Proving it's not the gear, it's the player. Deep beneath Mauritania, where the webs choke out light and the walls pulse with venom, Araxxor waits. A slayer's nightmare, ancient, territorial, and endlessly reborn from the brood. He's no mindless beast. He thinks, he plans, and when he strikes, it's with overwhelming force. Shadows, webs, poison, and panic. Most come in with everything they've got. High-end gear, an inventory of food, and even thralls, trying to kill the pressure before it ever builds. But that's not what we're doing here. Today, I face Araxxor with the best of the best, but after that, we start cutting back. No max gear, no crutches, and no room to slip. Let's see how much we can shed before he drags us into the dark. Alright, what's going on, guys? It's Vince, and welcome to episode 3 of the Downgrade. This time we are going to be killing Araxxor, which is a level 92 Slayer monster. So, once again, I want to give you guys a big thank you for the love you've been showing me on this series. It's been a lot of fun. My buddies and I were messing around with this boss specifically last night, and it's going to be a real fun, goofy episode. So by the time we get to the end. So I'm going to go over the mechanics once we actually are killing Araxxor for the first fight, since it should be, a pretty quick fight. It's, best in slot melee. So, but let's take a look at our gear cost. So with the scythe, the guide price is actually, it just says very high. It doesn't even give it to me. So we're going to pretend the scythe isn't there. We're looking at 488 mil. And if you include the scythe, that's going to add another 1.6 bill to your setup. So if you happen to have the money, you're looking at about 2 to 2.1 bill. If not, somewhere between like 4 and 700 mil for like best in slot. As for the gear setup, we got full oath plate. Again, it is a Slayer monster, so you're going to wear a Slayer helmet and then just bring your best in slot melee with your best crush weapon. So let's take a look at the DPS as well with the crush on scythe, as goofy as that is. You're looking at a max hit of a 98, actually. That's really, really high. That's crazy. The DPS is also pretty crazy with the scythe at 12.5 with an average time to kill of 1 minute and 23. So with thralls and special attack weapons, I managed to get down to 1 minute and 6, but it is pretty quick there at a minute, between 1 minute and 1.5 minutes. So I'm going to get rid of that and leave the DPS and average time to kill up on screen during the fight. And we are going to go in. So I guess I'll set my combat now and we'll start the fight. So Araxxor is actually pretty simple. He has these eggs around the edges of the arena, and basically all those do are going to spawn different little spiders that you have to kill. The green one's going to attack you with ranged, the white one is going to reflect damage, and the red one's going to explode. Now this green one, as you see, we already got the ranged one. You can just run up and kill that. If you have like some sort of ranged weapon and you want to kill it with range, you can, but typically just kill it and then run away because it's going to throw acid at you. The red one, which is over here, is going to walk up to you and explode. So you're going to want to kind of lure it under Araxxor so it blows up. But you see, just protect from melee and keep attacking the boss, and it dies pretty quick. And then this white one, if you have like a halberd, you can run up and kill it because it'll be a tile away and it won't reflect the damage. But other than that, you can kind of ignore it, and it'll just kind of slowly die over time. So additionally, he has 2 special attacks. One, he's going to throw poison at you, and you kind of just have to walk it out. So just do a control click, and your character will walk it out for 6 tiles. You have to walk 7. And then the other one is going to be that green sort of bomb. So there's the red one. I'm going to let it explode. And then this is his enraged phase. So you kind of just have to step. It really didn't even show it, but you just have to step kind of 1 tile back. He attacks in like a cleave of like 3 tiles. So if you move 2 tiles over, you'll dodge the attack. And that's just a timing thing. You just kind of have to learn it. So that fight duration was actually right on the money on the average time to kill of 83 seconds. We killed it in 83 seconds. So you saw I didn't use any food. I was talking during the whole fight. It really was pretty chill when you have best in slot. I'm going to drop some of my food, and this is pretty cool. You can harvest it, or you can destroy it for a chance to get the pet. So, but I got some antidotes. I guess I'll take my mana ray, and that's the first kill. Minute and 23 seconds. Really nothing crazy. Oh, I should probably leave. Really nothing crazy. You know, as long as you have pretty good gear. So I am going to downgrade my gear pretty significantly this time. I don't want to get too crazy, and I'll see you in a second. All right, I'm back for kill number 2, and as you see, I've downgraded my gear pretty significantly. I got a comment saying, I think it was like the second or third kill, I still had my Infernal Cape on, so I figured I'd downgrade that basically right away to my Fire Cape, and then I basically, other than my Slayer helmet, downgraded every slot this time around. I think I was going a little too slow. I had someone point out that like Oathplate and Bandos was very similar, so I didn't want to do that. And I just figured we'd speed it up just a little bit this time. I'm still going to do like 5 kills with a really crazy final kill, but I figured we'd downgrade it a little bit more significantly. I even made and went an Amulet of Fury for you guys. I didn't have one, but now I have one. So, but our Infernal Cape is a Fire Cape. We downgraded our Rancor to a Fury. Our Scythe is now a Cudgel with a Dragon Defender. And our Oathplate is a Fighter Torso with Dragon Plate Legs. And then additionally, our Ferocious Gloves are Barrow's Gloves, our Primordial Boots are Dragon Boots, and our Ultor Ring is a Berserker Ring. So, pretty significant downgrade here. We're going to do a little price check. You're only looking at about 8.9 mil, so a very, very big drop-off from the 2 bill setup before. And you're going to see it's really not that much worse. I mean, it's obviously it's worse, but it's not too bad. So, you really don't need much for this fight. It seems probably a lot worse than it actually is. So let's take a look at the DPS. It was, our max hit was a 98, so that's coming down a lot, down to a 49. Our DPS was a 12.5. That's also going to come down pretty heavily to an 8.3. And then the average time to kill was 83 seconds. So it looks like we've added about 40 seconds up to 123 seconds. So we should be able to kill this in about 2 minutes. Again, it's gonna be worse, but it's not gonna be impossible. So, oh, and then I also downgraded my Dragon Warhammer down to a Dragon Dagger just for fun. So I'm actually gonna wear my Dragon Dagger up front, and then we'll go in. So again, this kill really shouldn't be that bad. I'm gonna keep. You know what? I don't have my thralls. Oh, I don't even need thralls. I won't use thralls this time around either. It's fine. So we're gonna spec it and see what our time is. So I'll see you guys in a second. So as you can see, you kind of just wait for him to attack. And then just before he ends up attacking you, you move out of the way. And then if you need to take a step back, just wait for him to walk up to you. No need to walk in poison there. But just move 2 tiles away, and it's pretty easy. I mean, I'm even just going to ignore the ranged attack. I mean, he might hit me. And then if you're confident that you can dodge the melees, you actually can just turn on Protect from Range, and you'll completely kind of miss the ranger there. So, killed it in just 2 minutes. Really not that bad, just under the average time to kill. I accidentally left it up the whole fight instead of minimizing it, but that's okay. But as you see, I mean, I ate my anglerfish at the start, which gave me 22 hit points. So if I didn't, I'd be down to like 17 HP, but I took 1 sip of prayer and like used 1 food, and this was like a 10 mil setup. So really not bad. As you see, it's like we have pretty easy gear. I mean, if you're 92 Slayer for killing Araxxor, you're gonna have, you know, a fighter torso. You're gonna have dragon boots and legs. Hopefully, you're gonna have a fire cape, a cudgel. Like, this gear by no means is anything crazy. So, you know, what was the first kill? 1 minute and 23. So up to 2 minutes really isn't too bad for the gear that we downgraded. I mean, we downgraded heavily. So I think our DPS was like a third less. So pretty significant, and we still killed it just fine. Didn't use food. Like, obviously, if you're gonna, kill this for a few kills per trip, you're going to use food over the course of the trip. But for just one kill, I mean, you might get hit like 50 damage per kill if you're dodging mechanics correctly. So really nothing crazy. Here, I'll loot the corpse here, and I'm gonna downgrade my gear, and I'll see you guys in a second for the next kill. All right, guys, I am back for kill number 3. We've downgraded our gear pretty significantly this time. I've gotten rid of some of the handicaps that I had, and it's gonna be purely just our gear and our weapon carrying us. So we're gonna do a quick price check. It went down from about 8.9 mil to 7.2 mil, so not a crazy jump, but in terms of DPS and strength, we are looking a pretty good worse for wear, a little bit worse for wear. So taking a look at the gear itself, we kept our fire cape, but we've downgraded a couple other things. So no more Slayer helmet. The Slayer helmet's very strong, so I just decided to get rid of that in favor of full rune. So no fighter torso, no dragon legs. We've downgraded our cudgel to a dragon mace, which I think you can just buy it from a shop. It's like 80k if you're an iron, or you just buy it from the Grand Exchange if you're a main. But it's not the worst crush weapon in the world. Obviously with this gear, it's not going to be great, but it's going to get the job done. So. And then our Dragon Defender is now a Rune Defender. We're basically a big Rune Warrior. We got the Rune Gloves instead of Barrow's Gloves, Rune Boots instead of Dragon Boots. But we've kept our Berserker Ring and our Amulet of Fury. So, taking a look at the DPS, we've gone down from our max hit of 49 to 31. Our DPS went from an 8.39 to a 4.65. So, basically half. A little above half the DPS, and the average time to kill went way up. It was 1 minute and 23, and it's now, or excuse me, it was 123 seconds. So it was just over 2 minutes, and it's now over 3 minutes at 221 seconds. So should be about 3.5 minutes for this kill. It's going to take a lot longer, but it's very doable. You'll see. So I also decided to get rid of my spec weapon and my super combat pot. I had someone comment that, I'm a maxed account, so I had someone comment like, "Oh, well, you have max stats, and you're using your super combat pot," and it's like, okay, fine. I'll get rid of my spec weapon. I'll get rid of my divine super combat. I'm gonna keep using piety, but actually for this fight, screw it. For this fight, we'll use ultimate strength and incredible reflexes. So I'm gonna eat my anglerfish, and then we're gonna go in. So I really just wanted to go very bare bones. So I won't use much. I won't even use piety for this kill, guys. So this kill is definitely gonna take a while. It's probably gonna be like 4 minutes is my guess. But once you kill all 9 eggs, because it only has the 9 eggs here that you see, there's really no threat. It's just, do you have enough supplies to get through the fight? So I'm gonna kill this spider. We're gonna kill Araxxor, and we'll see what time we get. I'll see you guys in a second. Alright, we're getting to the end here. I was way too focused on the red spider and took a couple hits from the melee attack of Araxxor, but as you see, really nothing too bad here. There was little hiccup on this kill, not my cleanest kill, but very doable. It's just being a little patient here with the cleave attacks. So getting down to the end here, and again, you can pray from range at the end if you're confident that you're not going to take melee hits. So okay, yeah, just about 4 minutes. 3 minutes and 54 seconds in full rune with a dragon mace. Again, not the prettiest kill and not the quickest kill, but you definitely can get it done, even if you don't have a crazy good weapon or crazy armor. So by the time you're 92 Slayer, I'd imagine you're going to have decent like armor and weapons if you are an Iron Man. But if you're not, and you're a main and your stats aren't that crazy, but you have 92 Slayer and want to try this out, give it a whirl. It's really not too bad. If you can dodge the mechanics, especially at the end with the melee, you're good to go once you learn how to do that. So you see, I didn't even drink a full prayer pot. Really, I have a lot of extra food left. I mean, it took a while, but it's still very doable. So, and again, I was not using piety. I was using incredible reflexes and ultimate strength. So very, very doable if you guys want to try it out. But I'm going to make my gear significantly worse, and I'll see you for the next kill. Welcome to kill number 4 on Araxxor. We are not looking so great, as you see. We've downgraded a lot of our gear. This fight's gonna take a minute, so it's gonna take a hot minute. But let's do a quick price check, and then we'll jump into the DPS on the fight. So last kill, we were looking at 7.4 mil. It looks like this kill, we're looking at a 1.8 mil. But ironically, most of that is going to be in this Team Cape X, which really doesn't have any stats. So if you exclude the Team Cape, we're actually looking at a 243k setup. So by all means, it's nothing to write home about. This, I don't recommend doing it in this, but for the sake of the series, we're going to have some fun and see how long this takes. So taking a look at the DPS, actually, I'll pull up the gear as well. Taking a look at the DPS, our max hit dropped from a 31 down to a 22. Our DPS went from a 4.6 to a 2.8. So not quite half, but pretty significant decrease in DPS. And our average time to kill went up from 221 seconds to 363 seconds. So it should be about a 6-minute fight. Definitely not the most fun, but I'm going to show you guys that it's doable. So we've downgraded a significant part of our gear. Instead of rune, we now have full adamant armor. Our rune defenders an adamant square shield. Our dragon mace is a rune mace. I completely ditched the fire cape in favor of this team cape, which doesn't even have stats. It's just cosmetic. We don't even have a berserker ring now. We have our explorer's ring for the +1 prayer. Our rune boots are climbing boots, our rune gloves are mithril gloves, and our fury is an amulet of glory. So really, really minimal gear here. If you're 92 Slayer, realistically, you're not even going to kill it in this gear because you're going to have better gear than this. But I'm going to show you guys, even with really bad gear, that this is still possible. So no divine super combat, no regular super combat. I'm not even going to use piety. I'm going to use incredible reflexes and ultimate strength to take this down. So again, this kill is going to take a while, but I'm going to jump into it. It shouldn't be that bad, I guess. It's just going to take a while. So let me throw this stuff on, and we're going to see how long this takes. It should be about 6 minutes. I'm going to speed it up. If things get dicey, I will slow it back down for you guys and commentate over it. But other than that, I'll see you guys in a second. They didn't even show me the animation for that. That was ridiculous. Took an 18 for no reason. But I mean, this fight's coming along. It's really not too bad. It's more just time consuming, and the chip damage is coming in a little strong, but this is gonna be doable. Alright, and this should be it in a second here. But as you see, no super combats, no piety. All just knowing the fight and being able to kill him. And there it is. So 5 minutes and 45 seconds. That's actually not bad given that the time to kill was what is that, 3? It was like 6 minutes. So Just a little under the average time to kill. We've killed him with just 2.8 deep damage per second. Full adamant armor with a rune mace and no super combats or piety. Just the reflexes and strength, ultimate reflexes and incredible reflexes and ultimate strength. Goodness. See what we get. 2 rune plate legs for our efforts. So yeah, guys, it's very doable. It does start to become a lot with the chip damage and the spiders and the poison all over the place, but it's very doable in this gear. It's just gonna take you forever. So don't recommend, but as you see, it is possible with pretty bad gear. I'm gonna really crank up the volume here and make it really bad for myself, and I'll see you in a second. Welcome back for kill number 5. We are looking really worse for wear here. It's gonna be a really slow, painful kill, but let's take a look at the price check. We're looking at 228k, which I'm just gonna exclude the max cape. It's 129k setup. That's what we're rocking today. So gear wise, I mean we downgraded basically everything. We're just rocking steel armor with a glory, climbing boots, and an adamant mace. We don't have a cape, we don't have a defender, no gloves. We have a Rada's blessing and an explorer's ring for the prayer bonus, but that's gonna be it. We're really going bare bones here. So let's take a look at the DPS here. Our last DPS, sorry, I had it up. Our last DPS, we had a max hit of 22, and now we're looking at just 18. And the DPS, it's actually not that bad. It went from a 2.8 to a 2.0, so it's still pretty bad. It's definitely gonna make the kill time worse. But not a crazy downgrade, but definitely way worse. The average time to kill went from 363 seconds or 6 minutes to 506 seconds, which is just over 8 minutes. So definitely going to be a slow, painful kill. Again, I'm not using super combats or piety. I'm just going to be using the strength and reflexes with protect melee. So I'm going to jump in here. This kill is going to be really painful though. So I'm going to skip ahead a little bit, but we're going to see what kind of time we get, if we can even kill it. If I die, I will show you guys that I die, but I'm curious to see just how long this takes. So I'm going to speed it up for you guys. If anything happens, I will tune back in, but otherwise I will see you in a second. I'm about halfway through the kill, almost halfway through the kill, and I wanted to add that this really isn't too bad. I mean, it's slow, don't get me wrong, but it's not impossible. I mean, especially like once these eggs all disappear, like I have one more ranged spider to go and one more mirror back, but by the time we get to the enrage phase, all the spiders are gone. It's just you and Araxxor, and believe it or not, I didn't actually know this about the boss, but the poison goes away over the course of the kill. Like you only have to deal with it for so long before these little pools disappear, which is really cool. I didn't realize that was a thing. So that just makes the final phase that much easier. Please hit one more time, thank you. But it's really not that bad. Now we just have the last white one to deal with. Come on. Just about dead here. 37 more health. We'll have officially killed Araxxor with an adamant mace and next to no strength. Come on. Finish it off. Come on. Imagine I die. I have to do this again. That would really suck. Oh my god. Come on, hit it. Oh, man. Come on. There we go. All right. So let's see the time. 11 minutes and 6 seconds. God, that took forever. But no, we finished it off. Araxxor completed in steel armor, a glory, climbing boots, and an adamant mace with a little bit of prayer gear. So as you can see, guys, if you know what you're doing, you definitely can kill this boss. It has nothing to do with gear and everything to do with the mechanics and just being able to dodge the mechanics properly. Um, Pretty wacky kill at 11 minutes, but we got it done. So, I have something special in store for you guys for this last kill. So enjoy this little cutscene, and I'll see you for the final kill. They said Araxxor was a nightmare, a beast born of venom, shadow, and rage. But for this kill, I'm bringing a frying pan. Yep, a frying pan. No specs, no passive effects, just raw confidence and non-stick dominance. This isn't a weapon, it's a lifestyle. Polished to perfection, seasoned with suffering. It sears through armor and expectations. This pan once made a risotto so emotionally moving, it got a standing ovation. Because at the end of the day, it's not about the gear. It's about showing up, locking in. And tonight, we're turning this 8-legged freak into a 5-star entree. Let's cook. Alright guys, yes, that's right. We are killing Araxxor with nothing but a frying pan. I actually have no idea if this is doable. It should be in theory, but the chip damage might just be too much. We're gonna have to find out. So but yeah, just a frying pan. You get this from the Culinaromancer's chest in Lumbridge basement for about 2,000 gold. So the potions and food just outweigh the cost of the item or the weapon itself. But taking a look at the DPS for this one, our max hit went down from an 18 to a 16. Our DPS went from a 2.02 to a 1.08, so about half the DPS as last time. And the average time to kill, this is going to be really, really rough. The average time to kill is like 15 minutes and like 45 seconds. So I'm expecting this to take between 15 and 20 minutes. Again, I have no idea if this is possible, but I thought it'd be really fun to try out something just absolutely off the wall crazy, and in the spirit of the game mode, we're gonna try it out. So because my anti-venom's active, I'm gonna jump right into it, but this is gonna be a long, painful, slow kill, and we're gonna see what happens. Again, no super combat, we're just gonna use ultimate strength and incredible reflexes to kill Araxxor with a frying pan. So I'll see you guys in quite a bit of time. We have 2 of the mirror fighters. Oh my god. We're actually, like, we're not doing good damage, but we are attacking it and getting it down. We have 2 of the mirror bag spiders though. This is wacky. We're coming up on the enrage phase, and I want to say we're at like 8 minutes maybe right now, but it's been pretty chill so far. It's obviously just taking forever, but it's gonna be doable. It's gonna be a matter of like once the enrage phase starts, it's gonna be really, really rough with having to move every single attack. But other than that, we're not doing too bad. Alright, guys. Down to 35 HP, Araxxor. Ooh, that was pretty stupid. Let's not die here. Down to 21 HP now with just the frying pan. We're closing in on this kill. And it's been a grind, to say the least. Oh. Falling out of rhythm a little bit here, but no, we're gonna finish this off right here. Just 18 HP left, and It's been fun. It's been really, really fun. I'm not gonna lie. One. Come on. Nope. Not yet. It was very slow, as you can imagine. But as long as you know what you're doing, you'll see. You can even cook up Araxxor with just the frying pan. Oh man, 6 left. There it is! Yes! Woo! Got it! 16-16, holy crap. Oh my god. God, that took a while. Alright, we got a 16-minute kill on our Araxxor. That might be the highest kill time that anyone's ever gotten at this boss. But we killed Araxxor with literally just a frying pan. I didn't even use piety. I didn't use the super combat. I just used the reflexes and the strength. But and you see we even have some leftovers to take back to our bank with some mantas and an angler. So we used all 4 of our prayer pots, basically both of our 2 Sarah brews and 2 restores, like 3 doses of extended anti-venom. But you see we got the kill on Araxxor with just the frying pan there. So pretty cool. Definitely the spirit of this sort of series so far, and the highlight in my opinion of this series. That was super cool. That was fun as hell. So let's see if we get the pet. That'd be amazing if we got the pet on this. Aw, okay. Well, anyway, guys, that's gonna do it for episode 3. I hope you thoroughly enjoyed. This was probably one of the craziest, definitely the longest kill that I've done in this series so far, and probably the goofiest as well. So if you enjoyed, please leave a like, comment what boss you want me to do next. I did see the poll that I put on my channel. I'm probably going to tackle the Phantom Muspah either in the next video or the one after that. I have some other ideas that I want to try out first, but that's a Araxxor done with just a frying pan. So if you haven't killed this boss yet, definitely go try it out. You can definitely do it in whatever gear you have. You just have to learn the mechanics. So until then, I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you guys next time. See ya. The web is silent now, not because we burned it away with brute strength, but because we stepped into its heart with nothing but focus, patience, and resolve. No shields, no failsafes, just movement, precision, and the will not to break. Araxxor didn't fall to power, he fell to discipline. This wasn't just a test of gear, it was a test of nerves. And though the dark closed in, I never let it claim me. I didn't just survive the webs, I moved through them, and came out the other side, unsnared, unbroken, unmatched.